Okay, let's try this again. Welcome to another Fresh Take Mandalorian reviews edition. And I got with me Vicky from Fangirl Review.
Hey y'all!
All right, so this chapter slash episode is called Sin, and we see the Mandalorian, affectionately called Mando. For some reason, when they first said it, I could have swore they said Lando.
Yeah, I was confused for a moment. I was like,
I,
what?
I don't see Billy D. Williams in a cape, so.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
But
not gonna knock it if that's what they're going for, but I was confused.
yeah, but basically he gets back to wherever they are in the Outer Rim, and he brings the package, aka Yoda baby Yoda, back to the client who's clearly a villain at this point. I'm like, dude, seriously, he should have just came with a sign saying I am the villain. So
Yes.
he brings him back, and of course he starts to wonder, okay, what you want to do with it? And they're like, okay, why are you asking questions? You did your job. You got your pay. Shut up. For the most part.
Yeah. But wait, but before you continue on, when he hands over Baby Yoda, and Baby Yoda's in like the little flying egg thing, and
Yeah.
he flies to the back with the guy escorting him to the back, and he keeps looking back at the Mandalorian, and my heart is like breaking. I was like, no, don't let him go. It's like when you take your dog to like the vet, and you take him to the back because he knows something bad's about to happen, and he's like looking at you with like these sad puppy eyes, like what's going on? Like that was horrible.
Yeah, it was a bad look. Because you're like, okay, something shady going on, man.
Exactly.
Like something shady going on. I don't know what, but it ain't gonna end well for this kid. So this is like, dude, I think anybody would have had issues with that. That's why it was one of those situations where I'm like, I wonder if he would have went if they told him it was a baby that they were looking for. I wonder if he would have took. He probably wouldn't even took it.
Taking the original, yeah.
Yeah. But he goes back to with the Beskar medal, his payment. He goes back to where the rest of the Mandalorians are to get his armor remade. He runs into another Mandalorian who suspiciously looks a lot like Jon Favreau.
He's beefed up. I'm like, wow.
Yeah,
big.
clearly that's Jon Favreau. So, who is the showrunner / director writer for The Mandalorian? You're like, dude, clearly that's you.
All right. Well, I might as well put myself in it, sure.
Yeah, and nobody got to see my face, so they can't say nothing. So he shows up. They get into a little bit of a scrum because of the Empire. Basically, the Mandalorian, taking a job for the Empire, and they do not like the Empire, but they don't have a choice in because they're trying to survive, basically. So one of the things that I actually liked about the episode, and I like every time they do this, every time he got like a piece of his armor smelted and redone, he has a flashback to when I guess his parents got killed. And I always thought that was actually cool how they do that in rhythm with the actual armor getting forged.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, this is actually cool, but I'm kind of wanting to know, I'm like, okay, what the hell happened and who went after your family? Because apparently you're not a real Mandalorian. You're not a born Mandalorian. They found you and trained you and raised you, basically.
But the thing is, I hope that not every time that they forge his armor again, that they're going to keep showing the same clip.
Yeah, they need to show, like they showed, the only thing they showed different this time was him getting put in the thing. They showed him actually getting put in the little crate or whatever, and the whatever hitting his parents killing them, and then the thing opened up with a droid, and then he comes back too. So they added one little bit to it, but other than that, like it's the same clip.
They added 5 seconds to it at the end. I'm like, come on, bro, come on.
Yeah, like don't do that. Just if you're gonna do it, like either show something completely different or don't show that again. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Don't show that again because we get the point. They got jacked up. We get the point. So that happens. He takes payment. He gets his armor smelted, and it looks snazzy. I'm not gonna lie. It looks great. He goes back to the leader of the guild to get another job so he can get off the planet and not think about it. And of course, he asked, "Did you know if it was a kid?" He's like, "I ain't know. I ain't care. I mean, it's a job. You needed a job. I gave you work, basically, essentially." And he goes off, gets on his ship, and he starts to take off, and he's like, "Oh hell!" Turns everything off, and then we get probably the best 15 minutes of the series so far, where he essentially becomes a one-man army to get that kid.
He's like, nah. He's like, I'm killing everybody up in here.
Which he made short work of them. Like, that's one of the things I had to give about this episode. They made you see just how deadly a Mandalorian really is by himself, and then the climax of the episode when the rest of them joined in, and it was pretty much raining fire from above, basically.
Yeah, they came from everywhere shooting.
Yeah. And they weren't missing. And they weren't missing. So
nope.
It's one of those...
It renews your faith in the Mandalorians after he kept getting his butt whooped by big creatures.
Yeah. Like, if he would have had a team of them with him, that thing wouldn't have stood, that big woolly mammoth rhinoceros wouldn't have stood a chance.
It would have been over.
Yeah. So I look at it and I liked everything about this episode except the one part at the end where the guy's on the jetpack and he does the salute. I'm like, they could have left that out. That was kind of corny.
Oh,
that was kind of corny.
You're just showing you're flying right. Like, good.
Yeah, I thought that was corny, but it's.
But in that same little part, he takes the ball off of the lever.
Oh yeah.
In the spaceship, and he gives it to Baby Yoda to play with. My heart grew 3 sizes at that moment.
Okay, that part was funny because it reinforces the fact that yes, this is a baby, and yes, even though this baby has the Force within him, he's still a baby. That basically like giving the baby car keys. Basically, what he did. So it's interesting to see where this goes to now, because my thing now, he got to find somebody, because the baby can't stay with him. To be in all honesty, it won't be safe with him. He's gonna have to find somebody that can take care of that baby. So I'm wondering if that's where they're going to next, because I'm pretty sure the evil client is gonna have pretty much mercs and bounty hunters after him for the rest of the season, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's been revealed that dude is agent of the Empire, even though the Empire is supposedly gone. So I'm guessing this is how. I'm thinking like last week you were right. This is how they bring in the First Order, basically.
Yeah, but like, what tracker do they have on the baby? I guess that's my question.
Yeah, because everybody.
On the child.
That's the weird thing about it. If they gave a fob to everybody, like they literally gave a fob. Because at first I'm like, they ain't give a fob to everybody. That's got to be. No, they really did.
Yeah. So like, how are they tracking him? I guess that's my question. Like, what is on the baby? Like, how can you track it? If you never touched it in the first place and put a tracker on it, are you tracking, like, how did you get a piece of the DNA to track it? You know, like, somebody explain that to me, because that's a big plot hole that you need to tell me how they're able to track the baby no matter what, if they've never been around the baby. Are they tracking the little egg thing that he's flying in?
Yeah, yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah, because that is kind of weird. Yes, the baby's 50 years old, but how do they know?
Yeah, unless they have, unless there's something. Somebody just needs to say real quick, we were able to get, some of a species of his species, some material, genetic material of the species, and we're able to track him that way. Fine. Yeah. I'll take it. I mean, I will want more details, but I will work with that. But for you to have nothing and just be throwing fobs at everybody, no. What is that? How are you, once one is destroyed, like, how are you making so many more? How are you finding him? Like, no.
Yeah, that is a good question, because I was wondering that myself after the episode. I'm like, how the hell do they have all these when in the first episode the people they sent got killed, so they didn't bring the file back? Unless, like you said, they probably just made copies of maybe they had copies of Yoda's DNA from before he went into hiding. Maybe somebody had to know it was a baby of his species. Somebody had to know that. Because and that reminds me. So when he does go into the client's place where he made the deal, he goes to get the baby. The doctor, is it me or is that Doctor Evil? Is I don't know what.
That where's he from?
I know I've seen him on something. I
I've
just can't
seen
remember
him
what.
on something, and he was kind of like
A
that
sneaky
type of character, like a scurrying little rat. And I'm
but
like,
but he's really the evil. He's like a really evil person.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude, I ain't buying this act.
I can't think of where he was or what he was in. That he was just the same type of character. But yeah.
Yeah, he's completely like, I'm like, okay, dude, you hiding something. Like, is
he gonna clone the Baby Yoda?
Maybe that's what I don't know, because the huge ball that was coming toward had a very big syringe on it. So
yeah,
maybe he was trying to clone. I don't know.
Because I would say clone him, because it seems like that species is like just a ball of energy of the Force. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for him to have that much power as like an infant makes me think that maybe that's like just a ball, like that's just like they're almost like the Force walking. You know, kind of like how fairies are magic.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So like that's why I'm wondering if that's what it is, and if they can somehow harness or clone that to get more, basically, like, you know, like before, an army of individuals that can use the Force for them.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Even though they'll only be 3 feet tall, 2 feet tall.
Yeah.
But, you know, I guess you can manipulate, once you clone, you can manipulate and make them tall. Which would be really scary, a tall Yoda.
That would be weird, though, because, like, you're not used to seeing it. So that would be really weird. But yeah, overall, and this is a short episode. It's not a long episode. It's only like 32 minutes, I think it is.
Yeah, it was short.
But to me, it was perfect because the majority of the episode is the firefight. And I liked that because we actually got you always, like, if you've ever read or know anything about Star Wars lore, you always heard about how brutal a Mandalore fight is.
Mm-hmm.
They showed you in this, like, nah, this ain't no little kids. Like, these dudes come by themselves and take out squads by themselves. You get 3 or 4 of them together, you screwed.
Yep.
So we actually got to see that in a live action format, because they did show that in the episode of the Clone Wars back, I want to say like season 3 or 4 of Clone Wars. They showed what happens when a small squad of Mandalorians attack. But this is the first time we got to see it in live action, and I think they did a very good job. Overall, I love the episode. It gets better every week to me. So I am digging this. I'm down for the long haul for this. So what's your overall thoughts, Vicky?
My overall thoughts for the episode?
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was fun. I mean, you know, the action's fun. It's always fun. But, like, give me more Baby Yoda. To me, the show is called Baby Yoda with that guy wearing metal.
Baby Yoda with the guy wearing metal. Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what the show is. Just rename it, and we're all fine with it. They just announced that they will have Baby Yoda merch.
Finally.
And, like, that was always the plan, but they couldn't release the images because then it would spoil what was going to happen on the Mandalorian. So listen, and I think it'll be out for like the holidays. So trust and believe.
I'm pretty sure the Funko Pops are gonna be, because that's been the main culprit for them, like, having issues with like leaks and stuff, because he had to get it out for Funko so Funko could put them in production to get them out by the time stuff releases. So I'm pretty sure that's why they didn't say anything, because they were like, look, we can't tell Funko Pops about this because they're gonna have it out by November 12th, and we need this to be a secret.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I can see that. They already got a couple shirts up now, though. Like,
Listen.
well, other people have made them. They're on like
other people have
like
made them, but not like the
Teespring,
official.
yeah, not like the official. But yeah, that's supposed to come like in December.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm all for it. Like I love my baby Groot. I love my Gudetama, and next will be Baby Yoda.
So basically, they need to do. They're gonna have to have a Baby Groot, Baby Yoda crossover T-shirt.
Listen,
Both of them on it.
I'm for it. I'm for it.
Baby Groot's gonna have a gun, and Baby Yoda's gonna be have a lightsaber. That's gonna be hilarious.
Listen, I fully support that. I'm ready. I have so many Baby Groots. I don't even know how many I have at this point. I have beyond crazy amount of Gudetama merch. I'm ready to roll into my next session. And I think it might be Baby Yoda.
Okay. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode review. Leave a comment. Let us know what you guys thought of the episode. Are you loving it so far? Next week, we're supposed to get Gina Carano's character. She's supposed to debut next week. So let us know what you guys think. And we will see you guys on our next review vid. Peace out, peeps.
Laters.